Hello everyone, welcome back to the video tutorial series of the web development. I am your instructor Varsha Tak. Let's start our today's lecture. So at the end of this video, you will be able to learn about the HTML structure. Then we will see the HTML code formatting, first HTML page tag, header, body and basic HTML tag. So let's start our lecture today with all the topic. So first of all, HTML structure. We have seen the HTML structure in detail in the last lecture. So let's start over here. HTML is comprised of the elements and tags. Okay, so begin with HTML and end tag with the HTML. Element tags are nested one inside the other. Okay, so as we have seen in the last lecture that first HTML, then head, then title, they are nested with the previous tags. Tags have an attributes. So HTML describes the structure using the two main sections, that is head and body. Now next, HTML code formatting. Okay, the HTML source code should be formatted to increase the readability and facilitate the debugging. Okay, so every block element should start on a new line. Okay, so every time you have to start the new block element in the new line, every nested block element should be indented. Okay, so in last lecture also I have shown you that you should have to define the document with the indentation, so it will be easy for you also. Okay, browsers ignores the multiple white spaces in the page source, so so the formatting is harmless. So if you will provide any number of indent, that will not affect your document. For performance reason, formatting can be sacrificed. Now the first HTML page, as we have defined here, you can see the proper indentation is there. Okay, here you can see the head just complete over here in the same line. Okay, body here started, after that new tag is started, so it is with the indentation. Here the new tag, that is with the same indentation with the P1, because this tag is not inside this tag, but this tag is inside this body tag. Okay, so they have the same indentation, and here you can see the body is exit in the line with this starting body tag, and after that here HTML tag. Okay, so you have to provide the proper indentation in your HTML document. Okay, so first HTML page tags. Okay, so which are this tag? An HTML element consists of an opening tag and closing tag and the content inside. So which is the opening tag? So here you can see this is the opening tag. This is also the opening tag. This is also the opening tag. Okay, like this way you can define the opening tag. Okay, and this is the closing tag. Tag with this slash sign, that is known as the closing tag, and tag without this slash sign, just normal tag is that is known as the opening tag. Okay, and here the HTML page in which header, so you can define the HTML header with this head portion in which you can define the title, and this will be your header. So here this HTML header is in the head portion. Now next, first HTML page body. So this is the body portions of your HTML document. Here you can see this is what the HTML body, the content whatever defined in this body tag, in between the starting body tag and ending body tag, or you can say opening body tag and closing body tag, that is your HTML body. Now let's start with the basic HTML tags. Okay, so which are these basic HTML tags? A, that is anchor tag, that is used for the linking other web document. Okay, B, to make the bold text. So if you want to make the text as a bold, you can use this B tag. Strong, for bold text with emphasis. Body, that main HTML part. BR for the break. Suppose you want to start with the new line, then you can use the BR for the break. Division, it is the division of the part of an HTML document. H1 for titles. From H1 to H6 you can use for the titles. H1 is the boldest one. I, you can use to make the text as a italic text. IMG for images, image in the document. OL is an order list. UL for the unordered list that you can use. Li is a list item in the bulleted or ordered list. Peak you can use for the paragraph. So these are the numbers of tag and many more tags that is available with the HTML document. And last is a span to style a part of the text. Now what is HTML element? An HTML element is defined by a start tag, some content and end tag. Okay, here the tag name, content goes here, and here this is the tag name. Okay, so the HTML element is everything from the start tag to the end tag. Here this is the entire HTML element. Okay, this is the H1. Then this is a P. So this is the entire HTML element. Some HTML elements have no content like the BR element because it is just used to break the line. Okay, so this is the empty tag. You don't have to specify anything in the BR tag. These elements are called empty elements. Empty elements do not have end tag. Okay, so the elements which do not have the end tag, that is known as the empty element. So here you can see this is start tag H1 element content, my first heading, then end tag here H1. P, my first paragraph, here this P. BR, it doesn't have any element content, it doesn't have any end tag. Got it? Next one is the HTML attributes. Okay, so the HTML attributes provides the information about the HTML element. So if you want to provide the extra information, you can use the HTML attribute. For example, in paragraph tag, you want that the content in the center of the web page. So you can define the align center. That will be the attribute for that. Got it? All HTML elements can have the attributes. Attributes provides the additional information about the elements. Attributes are always specified in the start tag. Attributes usually come in the name value pairs, like name is equal to value, usually come in this pair. Okay, and sometimes you can write like this way also, the A tag, in which how you can define the attribute attribute in URL, URL in attribute. So the A tag defines a hyperlink. The href, that means the hypertext reference. Attribute specifies the URL of the web page. The link goes to like this: a href is equal to http www.google.com. So this is what, this is your attribute, that is hypertext reference. Okay, here it is a Google home page. That means that this will become a link. So whenever you will click on this Google home page, it will redirected you to on the Google web page. Okay. Then next is the HTML comments. Okay, so comment is a piece of code which is ignored by any web browser. It is a good practice to add the comments into your HTML code. So any other different user, if his or she is going to see your web document, then he will and she will have the better idea about the structure of your web document. This code is used for which purpose. So comment is very good if you are adding in your web document. And any other notes to anyone looking at the code, comments help you and others understand your code and increase the code readability. HTML comments are placed in between this tags, that is angular sign, exclamatory sign, double dash, here triple dot, that means here this is your comment content, and after that you have to conclude your comment with the double dash and this closing angular sign. So any content placed with this tags will be treated as a comment and will be completely ignored by the browser. Now next is the headings. Okay, so headings are important because search engine use the heading to index the structure and content of your web pages. Okay, so here you can see H1 text H1. This is the largest of the 6. Total 6 heading is there. Okay, so each and every heading has a decreasing from font size. H1 is the largest and biggest, or we can say boldest font size. Okay, so here this is the smallest of this 6 and this is the largest of this 6. Here you can assign the positions, that means you can align the positions, that is by default it is the left, or you can assign it to center or the right using the align attribute. Now next one is a P tag and the center tag. P tag, that is used for the paragraph purpose, that means whatever the content you want to display, you can just write it in P tag. And center tag, that means if you want to display that information in center, then you can use the center tag. Now let's see this practicals. So let's start. So here you can see this is the first HTML document. Here the first HTML tag is there. After that head, then the title, and then let's just okay head, and after in head tag there is a title tag, and after that you have written the body tag, and this is the my first HTML program. Here see this is not proper indented, so do it provide the proper indentation. Okay, so like this way you can use this first HTML document. You just have to save it with the .html extension. I have saved it already. Now I am going to execute this practical. Okay, so let's see this execution of this practicals. So here you can see this is your first HTML program. So here this is the my first HTML program. Output is that. Now see the different HTML tags over here that we have seen in the HTML tag formatting purpose. So here you can see the HTML document, then title, HTML formatting, then body part. Okay, so here P tag is there with the B tag. Okay, in paragraph we have used the B tag, that is bold. So it will display in the bold. Then we have used the strong. So again it will display in the bold, and this is the normal content. I, that means it will display in the italic. Emphasize, this is an important content which is displayed in the italic font. Mark, this is a marked line. Strike, that means the strike overthrough. Then TT, that is write your first paragraph in a monospace font. Super, that means this first paragraph is in superscript, this is in subscript. Big, that means it is a larger font. And then we will use the small font. Here you can use, like suppose you want to display the HTO, then you can use like this. You can use the subscript and superscript like this way. Okay, so let's see the output of this. So here you can see this is the output. Okay, according to the tag that we have used. Okay, here you can see this is a superscript, here this is a subscript, here the HTO you can display it like this way. This is a marked line, that means it is a highlighted one. This is a strike through, this both are italic, this is in the bold format, and this is the normal content. So like this way your tag formation is used. Now here this is the heading file. Okay, so here this is HTML file for the heading. Here I have used the one heading, that is the H1 hello world. Let's just check the other heading also, so you will have the better idea about this. Just I am copying this line, and I will just change the heading of the heading number of this. So here suppose I am writing here H2, and here I will write again H2. Right over here suppose H5, and here H6. Okay, so here just do the same changes according to that. Here we have changed the 6, and here we have changed the 5. Okay, so just execute this document, just save it, so you will have the effect of this. Now let's see the output of this. Okay, so here you can see this output in the different format, the different heading. This is a H1, then H2, then H5, and H6. Got it? So like this way you can use this heading tag. And now let's see, this is the centering tag, and this is the paragraph tag. So if you want to display the content in the center, you can use the center tag. And if you want to write any content, then you can use the paragraph tag. So let's see the output for this. So here you can see this is the output. Here this is just a normal paragraph tag, and here this is a paragraph tag with the center tag. So this text is appear in the center. So in this video, we have learned that HTML structure, HTML code formatting, first HTML page, then first HTML page tag, header, body, and then we have learned the basic HTML tag. Okay, so thank you for watching. We will meet in the next lecture with a new interesting topic. Thank you. We will meet in the next lecture. Thank you.